What's up, everyone? It's Abe. I'll be your coach for today, and in today's workout we're hitting up hot flash. For any of y'all that have been hitting up these workouts outdoors this week, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's burning out there. But if you're hitting them up, I'm proud of you guys. Keep it up. Keep it going. All right, so we're hitting up hot flash. This workout is going to be for time. It's going to be a 30, 20, 10 descending ladder rep scheme, all right? So 30 repetitions of whatever movements that we're going to have allotted for you, then 20 repetitions, and then 10 repetitions to finish it off, all right? The two movements we're going to be hitting up in this workout is going to be power snatches and followed by jumping jacks. Jumping jacks will be kind of like the buffer in between the power snatches to kind of like, almost like a little bit of a rest buffer, but you're still getting some kind of cardiovascular work in, all right? All right, let's hit up those movements real quick. Power snatches for demonstrative purposes. I'm gonna start off with the PVC pipe, work our way to the bar, all right? So from here, what we're gonna do is have a nice wide grip on the bar, a wide grip enough for you to be able to go and pass through with the PVC pipe or whatever. If you do have the bar with you, you should be able to pass through the bar all the way up and around while still having a nice grip on it, all right? It doesn't have to be with the full grip of your fingers, but at least 2 fingers, 3 fingers on it, right? Pass all the way through. The reason why is because if we have to bail on the weight and the weight comes behind us, our shoulders are not gonna be at risk over here. You're good. You're gonna drop it right behind you. You can just drop the weight if you have to. You do not risk your shoulders in that particular movement, right? So we're gonna go up at about this range. For me, once I start coming close in, I'm having trouble kind of coming back here. I know I don't have the shoulder mobility for this yet. So I'm gonna have to come out a little wider than at this point, right? Right up over here, I pass through perfectly. So that's my range for the hands at least, all right? From a side view that looks like this, I can pass all the way through, right? I know my shoulders are okay. Should I bail on the weight, even if it goes behind me, all right? So from here, what we're gonna do is get into about a hip width with the feet, or a little wider if you can, whatever you're comfortable with. So what you're gonna do from here is come down all the way to our shins, right? Down to about here. Now, if your mobility allows you to do so, most preferable would be to come down here and then down to about here. So that way your hip isn't all the way up here. So that way your lower back isn't necessarily driving this movement, but your legs are. So in order to do that, you're gonna have to drop the hips and go a little more into dropping the hips and a little more leg drive at this point, a little more quad activated than this one, all right? What we're also gonna do is activate our lats. So make sure we're pulling that bar towards us, all right? So that looks like from a front view, pulling this bar towards us, imagining like I'm bending this bar all the way back this way, coming back this way, and this way. This ensures that I'm activating my lats, my back muscles, as I'm coming up as well, and making sure that that bar isn't straying away from me as I'm pulling up the weight. Because once that bar starts getting heavy, you're not pulling that bar up off of you with the bar over here. You're not coming up and around in front of you. You are gonna have to come up this way. You're gonna have to come up and then keep it as stuck to you, almost like glue at that point, all right? So activate with the lats on the way down, all right? Come all the way up, so full hip extension. And from there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna catch in, you're allowed to catch in a semi-squat position if you can. What that's gonna look like is this. From down here, and down, pop up, catch, all right? Down, pop up, catch. All right? If you want, you can land into a squat snatch, but we're not doing that one for now. What that looks like, so you don't get confused, what a squat snatch would look like is this. And then coming all the way up. We're working on power snatches today that look like this, remember. All right? Let's go over a few movements of those with the actual bar. All right, So when we're actually here up in front of the bar, you notice the bar naturally is raised up a little higher, and it's gonna be at about mid shin level, depending on your height, of course. And it's gonna be a little higher and raised up naturally because of the weights on the side. This gives you a little more weight with your range of motion and stuff. You don't have to drop down as low to start. So I'm gonna be at about hip width apart, all right? I'm gonna come all the way down. My hands are gonna be out wide, coming down. I'm gonna pull back, right? Activating those lats, right? And then from here, what I'm gonna do is come straight up, and it's gonna come into a shrug before, making sure my arms are nice and locked out, before coming up and over this way, all right? So from a front view, it looks like this. From a side view, it looks like this. All right, now it is disclaimer out there, of course, nobody's snatch is completely perfect. Everyone's is a work in progress. What I do myself and what I did even before this one is I recorded myself and kind of looked at the pros and cons of what I am okay with and what I still have to work with. I suggest you guys do the same. Go out there, record yourselves while you're doing the movement, and then you can go back and look at where you kind of feel yourself lacking. Like if you feel yourselves, like when you land, your heels are coming forward, that could either mean you have the wrong shoes for it, they're not flat enough, they're a little too elevated, so you're kind of like leaning forward naturally, or you may not also have the ankle mobility for it. You may not be having enough weight on your heels, so on and so forth. There's a couple of things over there you can look at, but there's plenty of information you have about just recording yourselves. All right, and then looking back at the material afterwards. If you're really adamant on actually improving on your form. All right, so it's going to be 30 of those, followed by 30 jumping jacks, and then immediately after going into 20 power snatches, 20 jumping jacks, and then finishing off with 10 power snatches, 10 jumping jacks. All right, you're going to record your time, and that will be your overall score for the workout. All right, I hope you guys have fun with this one. This one looks like a lot of fun. I might hit this one up myself actually immediately after this recording. And I hope to see you guys around for the next one, all right? Take care, keep killing it. Let's get it.